Beat nuts.
Oye, y ese pito.
Volteó.
Oye, y ese pito.
Tony Touch.
Oye, y ese pito.
Dímelo,
Oye,
Julio.
oye, y ese pito.
Pound for pound boxing,
The voice of the new generation.
where we hold back no punches.
Mailbag edition.
And today what we're doing is we're answering questions that you guys have sent us in via email or comments or something like that on YouTube. We're just going to answer everything you got going, and hopefully you enjoy this show too. Our first question today is from Cardona LJ, and he wants to know, he wants us to actually elaborate on what we were talking about with Camacho's judo. So I'll let you start.
So I think Camacho Judah is going to go. It's a little showdown of what I said previously as the Super Unachievers match. Basically, the winner of this fight is a crossroads fight. The winner of this fight is going to, I guess, jump into the echelon to be fighting for prize fighting again. Maybe not prize fight, but upper contender fights and fighting some good namers again. Now, the loser of this, it's time to retire. Hang it up. So the way I see the fight going is, Camacho is a skilled fighter. It's all going to depend who's going to be showing up to this fight.
Right.
Sometimes Camacho's in shape and he looks really good. He's got good, nice jab. He's got good technical skills, but he doesn't punch that hard. Okay. Whereas Zab Judah, depending which fighter of Zab Judah comes in the fight, he's got good pounds, good power, good skills, and I think they could outbox each other. But I give it to Judah in this fight. Definitely, no doubt about it.
Well, I have to agree with them. I'd put it all on Judah. Camacho has no chance in this fight, really. He's sluggish. He does have power. That's why I disagree with you. I do believe he does have power, at least more than his father. He's a lot stronger puncher. But in this fight, I just don't see him doing anything. I mean, he fought bumps. He fought all these guys coming up, and then finally he got a guy that was on the way out in Jesse James Leja, and they couldn't put him away. As a matter of fact, he got cut and he got scared and the fight was over. After that, he's lost several other fights against really no-name people, not even contenders at that, or at least none that I know of. So to me, it's pretty much Zab Judah all the way long. I mean, Zab Judah can come in his worst shape of his life, which is still going to be better than Camacho. And that's just the truth of it. Camacho Jr. will come in at 160. He should be at 140, I believe, is where he was really good at, 147. But just the way that he's coming in now, 160, he's showing that he's just looking for a paycheck. I don't think he can do anything with Zab Judah. He has nothing to look for with Zab Judah. Zab Judah will beat the bricks off of Camacho Jr. any day of the week. And that's just the bottom line.
Bottom line.
Do you agree?
I agree. There's no doubt about it.
So Cardona, LJ, bro, Camacho loses, Zab wins by knockout.
By knockout. I go with knockout.
By knockout. Okay, the next question we got is a two-part question, and it's from Ben Ray 79 in England, and he wants to know our thoughts on Hatton versus Mayweather, and what do we think of this rookie, David Hay. Your thoughts on Hatton Mayweather?
Hatton Mayweather is basically what I think it's going to be a Mayweather show, to be honest with you. I think Hatton, he does what he does well, okay? Most people are looking for Hatton to smother Floyd Mayweather. I think Floyd Mayweather's legs are too good for Hatton, and he's not going to be able to catch Floyd Mayweather. But what I won't take away from Hatton, what he does well. What he's looking to do is what Evander Holyfield did to Tyson years ago. He would throw a couple punches, then he'd hold Tyson so Tyson couldn't counter. But I'm going to tell you something, Mayweather's no Tyson. He doesn't have a punch like that. So what Mayweather's going to do is run away. He's going to jab. He's going to pot shot him from the outside. And nobody fights better than Mayweather from the outside. He's probably one of the best fighters on the outside. So I look at Mayweather in a boring unanimous decision, to be honest with you.
I disagree. I completely disagree. I think Hatton has a lot more chance. I think he'd have an even bigger chance if the fight was at 140 instead of 147. The last fight that Hatton had at 147 was against Luis Scott Collazo, in which he didn't fare very good, but he did the same style of fight, the pressure, hold you, punch you, hold you, punch you, hold you, punch you, and got his decision off of that. A lot of people thought that Luis Collazo won that fight, including me. I thought that Collazo won, but I think in this fight he might rise to the occasion. I think he has everything to win and nothing to lose in this fight. And when you have a boxer who is dangerous and good at the same time and has this kind of a mega fight in front of him, I think Hatton might surprise a lot of people, a lot of naysayers. I think he might do a lot more damage than people are giving him credit for. And really, I think it's a pick-em fight. I think that Hatton can come in, smother punch, and he's going to be relentless with Mayweather. He has, remember, this guy has nothing to lose in this fight, everything to gain. Everybody's already discredited him. Everybody's already saying Mayweather is going to be him. He's a joke. He's coming down from 140. He's coming up to 147. He looks sluggish against Collazo, this, that, and this. The fact of the matter is, he's going to, you put him in with an elite. Costa Tzu, what happened to Costa Tzu? You put him in with elite, he rises to the occasion. Watch Hatton come in, he's going to rise to the occasion. I'm not saying he's going to do a win. I'm not saying he's going to lose. I'm just saying it's going to be a lot better fight than a lot of you people are making it out to be. Don't be jumping on this bandwagon saying, oh, Hatton, he's 140, fatty Hatton. No, that's bullshit. This guy is good. This guy is really good. He wasn't good, he wouldn't be a champ right now. And that's the bottom line. I say Hatton has more of a chance than anybody you guys have out there. And I might venture to say he might even get a close decision.
I don't know about close decision. I was eating everything you were putting out there on that plate. I was like chomping it down until the decision. I say Floyd Mayweather wins.
I say Hatton maybe makes the decision. If I was a betting man, I'd put it on Mayweather. That's the given. But the real deal, you guys know, you guys that talk a lot of smack out there about boxing, Hatton is a champ, and he has everything to gain in this fight and nothing to lose. He's coming to win. He's not coming to lose. Now, as far as rookie David Haye, Ben Ray 79, looked up David Haye. Impressive kid. He throws a lot of punches. He's got good combination. His record speaks for itself. 19 wins, 18 by way of KO, 1 loss. And even that loss that I saw, they stopped it because they threw in the towel. His corner threw in the towel. But I thought he could have, it was just 11 seconds left in the round. I thought he could have, hold out, and maybe in the next round he could have came out with a little bit more rest and did some damage. He did hurt Carl Thompson in that same round in the beginning, so it wasn't like he couldn't come back and fight. But I don't disagree with what his corner did. They stopped the young kid from getting hurt more than he needed to be. Now he's fighting for a belt in the cruiserweight division against McCormick. Is that right? McCormick. This is really where he's going to get battle tested. If he's any good, this is where he's going to shine. If he's really that great. From what I've seen, he's a good guy. What he's fought, not really your great competitors per se. Nobody, no name recognition, no big namers. But what he's done, he's put them out what he needed to do. He did the job that what they are supposed to do. These no-namers is for you to knock them out. He has done just that. So on that note, I say he's done his job.
And I agree completely. Completely, I agree. I believe that this fight coming up with McCormick is going to put him in the upper echelon of the cruiserweights. And whatever he does from here on out, it's going to be closely watched. And this kid, he had like a little, a nice young Roy style from what I've seen in the highlight. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about David Haye. But, from what I've seen in the highlight reels, he looked pretty impressive myself. I thought he was pretty sound prospect. Definitely a contender, and now he's going to go fight a veteran in the game, and whatever he does in this fight
will determine what his outlook in the future is.
Exactly.
So that's what we feel on that Ben Ray 79. I believe Hatton's going to win. He believes Mayweather's going to win. We both think that David Haymaker Haye is a prospect contender. Something definitely to look at, and a great kid out of England. The next fight or next question that we got was from Louis C. from Georgia. Louis C. wants to know who would win between Bernard Hopkins and Tito 2, and for us not to be biased since we are both Puerto Rican and our heart is going to go with definitely Tito.
Tito, obviously. Well, in this fight, I'll be honest with you. At this point, Tito has been away from the game of boxing for several years now. A couple years back, last fight against Winky Wright in 2005, and I obviously believe that he hasn't been showing anything. I mean, he hasn't fought since then, so I don't know if he's got ring rust or not. We're going to find out in January 2008 when he fights Roy Jones how well he's adapted to the weight. But I'll tell you one thing, Bernard was too strong for him at 160, and at 170, Bernard's going to be even stronger than Tito, especially since Tito has not been active at all. And that's how I feel. I think it's going to be pretty much the same thing as went down in the first fight. Bernard, Tito, too. Doesn't matter. It's going to be the same outcome as the first fight. Maybe even more quicker fight for Bernard. I'm not sure. But
yeah, Louis, what you got to look at in the second fight was going to happen. Bernard has already got that mentality. I already beat him once. I can beat him again. This time he's going to do it a lot quicker. It hurts my heart to say it, but it's the truth. He's just going to come in. He's going to outwork him, out-hustle him, do everything he's got to do. Tito's never failed well against a good boxer. Anybody with boxer. And unfortunately for him, Bernard Hopkins is a boxer with power and roughhousing tactics. He does whatever he needs to do to win.
Craftiest veteran you've seen in the game.
Exactly, and for that, he is probably one of the best boxers of all time, if not one of the greatest we've seen.
at 160.
Yet the problem with his style is not really for everybody to watch.
It's not fan favorite.
It's not a
Nobody
fan
really
favorite, but he does what he does, and he gets the job done. Those Philly fighters know how to do it. I say Bernard by knockout if they do it again.